I've just bought this VW TDI on a 12 plate at auction. But what I didn't know and what I didn't read, it doesn't run. Right guys, before we start, we've got just over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. You're probably thinking, I don't even remember subscribing. We had a music album 2 or 3 years ago on the channel. You guys subscribed for that. So yeah, we're not doing that any longer. We'll be doing car content. So if you want to stick around for that, happy days, thank you very much. If you don't, completely and utterly understand. Thank you anyway. But with that, let's just get to it, get onto the car. So it's not a bad looking car, to be honest with you. Like, the interior is somewhat okay. I think the majority of it's like dust and dirt. So a good old wet vac in here will have this looking brand new, I reckon. The headliner is actually quite nice already. The interior's all good. I think that's a scratch on the unit. No, that's just a dirt mark. Yeah, it is what it is. It's for the age of the car, it's not too shabby. Let's have a look at the old engine. So before I've got my hands on it, the engine cover was already off, and that was in the boot. So it's obviously already been diagnosed with the issue. I don't know what that is. That didn't state. No, obviously it's been. I believe it's a trade car, like a trade-in car. So it's you know, it's seen someone before that, and I don't know what. I'm waffling a bit. I do apologise. So the battery's connected. There is no power to it, so I'm going to put a booster on there, get it fired up, hopefully, and then go from there, see what's what. I mucked up. I didn't charge the battery boosters, so they're both flat than the actual battery is, so that's great. So that's tomorrow's job now. We have to wait for that will charge up, and then we get on that tomorrow. Today's job will be clean the interior, wet vac, Hoover wet vac, tidy dash, clean the outside, engine bay maybe. Yeah, let's do that because this literally contains herpes and we need to get it clean. So let's go on to a montage. Jesus Christ, you would not believe how long that has taken just to clean the interior, and it's still not great. But it is what it is. I've run out of time. I'll pick the boys up from school. Tomorrow we will clean the exterior and then hopefully move on to the engine to diagnostic any the problems that it has there. For you guys, it's the next frame. For me, it's about 15 hours away. So I'll see you there. Morning guys, new day. So yeah, we need to, battery banks are fully charged now. We need to crack on getting this started, get it diagnosed what the actual fault is with it, why it's not running right or rough. I don't know if I've explained what we're going to actually do with this car. We're going to MOT it, or get it running right, MOT it, get it roadworthy, cleaned up, etc. And then we're going to flog it. We'll see how much we make for it. With that, the money that we make from the actual car, we'll throw into another motor and then just keep the train going. I will write here somewhere how much the car cost, how much all the fees, etc. And then I'll do that again at the end with the profit we've made. And I'll keep that throughout the rest of the videos, just so you know, just keep on top of it all. But yeah, just stop rambling on again and let's get to it. Right, here we are. Is he gonna run? Nothing. Absolute nothing. Arse. Right, we have ignition. Making those weird noises. I don't think all the lights are on, but nothing's flashing yet. Press clutch. We'll get used to this. It's running! Lumpy, but it's running! Oh, here we go. So we've got, Jesus Christ, every light known to man. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the sun. So we've got the coil plug. I believe, I've been told that this coil glow plug light flashes and it might be, what could it be? It could be the thingy-jiggies, the injectors. So we need to try and check them. But that's all. Obviously, fuel, all the rest is. Oh, got brake ABS, I believe that is, or some traction control maybe. Some steering fluid, engine management light. I think that's, yeah. We've got quite a few. Sweet. Kind of. Right. Let's have a little look at the lump. Ugh. I do apologise. I'm using a GoPro as well. It's terrible. There we are, look at that. She's vibrating. It's running, so I'm happy with that. So by going by what the glow plug is saying, well, it's just flashing, we're going to go with the injectors. Now, if you had a diagnostic machine, it'd be easy just plugging it in and it'd pretty much tell you what the issue is. Problem is, I ain't got one of them. Worst case scenario, if I can't diagnose it from using a voltmeter on the injectors, then I could borrow one off a friend. So it's not the end of the world. But yeah, let's test the injectors. So what we'll be able to do is check the resistance of each injector. They should be, you can find out what injector resistance yours is by your manufacturer. They should tell you, there'll be someone online you'll be able to find it, or a good old YouTube video be able to tell you. But basically, I believe these are around 200. I don't know my electric, so if I pronounce it wrong, I do apologise, but it should be 200 ohms each-ish. As long as they're pretty much the same, they're not too low, then we should be all good. If they are all good, then it could be wiring or it could be something else completely different, which is kind of good, but kind of not, because if it is all the injectors have had it, they're very expensive. We're talking £1,000 or £800 or £1,000 replaced all four of these injectors. So hopefully it's not that, and we can buy a cheap one off eBay. or something like that. So what I'm going to do now is I've got the resistance, the ohm setting on the multimeter, and then there's 2 pins in each side, each injector. Basically, I'm going to touch these with these pins, and then hopefully I should get a reading. Now these are fiddly as hell to get in there, where you can't get your head in there as well as look, but you just have to wiggle them around until you find them. Oh, no. Yay. Right, so for number 4 is 200. 200.6. 200.6. So if we could get the other 3, the same ballpark of that, we know the injectors are all good. So that's 205, 6, yep, into a bang on. So onto the second one now, which is the second cylinder. Right, can't get it. Come on. If you can see, that's at 208, or 210, or 201.1. So that's round about the same. A little bit off, but it should be okay. Ugh. Final number 1. I think it was all good, to be fair. Because
a few moments later.
Come on. Here we go. Oh no, off it. Come on, last one.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, I've done it. We're at 13.60. 13. So from 200, we're at 13 on number 1. So it does look like number 1 injector is the issue. So although that is I wouldn't say a worst case scenario, but you know, it's, if we could pick one off on eBay for 50, 60 quid, we're happy. If we can't, and it's still not, you know, it's gonna be more than that, then it's gonna start taking money away from the profit. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. We know it's that's showing definitely a different figure, a different thingy-jiggy. So let's start with that. Let's get that changed. Let's get that stripped out and get that changed, and then hopefully we'll have a sweet running engine. Let's do this. We're going to start off by disconnecting the cables on top of the injectors. Then remove the tiny little clips holding both of the return pipes. Be careful, as these can ping off. Mine have dropped somewhere. I'll have a look for these later. Time to crank off the 2 high pressure fuel pipes. It's been easier just to remove these pipes completely. But there's me thinking, let's make this job a little more difficult. So I didn't. Now remove the bolt that holds down the bracket. This is a star socket. I don't know the actual name for it, but if you do know, let me know in the comments. I just used a flathead screwdriver just to work both 1 and 2 injectors out. Bear in mind, these are not screwed in, they're literally push fitted in. So all you got to do is give them a little prise and a little push, and eventually they will come out. Now there are tools, if the injector does get stuck, there are tools that will help you out with this. Luckily enough, I didn't actually need any for this. Once you have freed up the injector, make sure that the little copper washer has also come out. You can see mine here. Right, that's the, hopefully, diagnostics done. So we're off to the scrapyard now. Hopefully I could find a injector there, and then it's all good, and we could change that today and have it running normally. So let's do the scrapyard. Let's do this. Just been around the whole of Silver Lakes, which is a scrapyard. They had a ton of Golfs, but all the older version to one we've got. Loads of Skodas, but not the 1.6. So yeah, no go with that injector. So it's eBay. So that will probably take a few days to get here. I think we're just gonna go back and wash the car. That's all we can do, really. Bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So order the parts, a couple of days, they should be here. For you, again, it's just gonna be like I said before in this video, this car is absolutely brilliant. And now it's gleaming. And even the dogs think so too.
The next day.
Now time to refit the injector. With the injector and the bracket, you should slide these all in together, as there's grooves on the bracket that hold the injectors in place. Once they're in, get your new stretch bolt and tighten it up to the manufacturer's torque specs. Now replace the high pressure fuel pipes and also do them up to spec. Tidy up all the cabling. And now plug the cables back into the top of the injectors. Now, you're all done. Injector all in. Will it start? And will it run properly? Let's find out. Jesus Christ, it's turned off. Glow plug light turned off. Battery bank dead. On to the second one. Attempt 2. Looks all good. The coil light's turning off before it stayed on. Coil light, and there's I think there's another plug there. I don't know what it is. Another light there, sorry. That's turned off as well. Them battery boosters are terrible. It's only 1.6. Running. It's running all right. At the moment, the glow plug light is off. That was on before, on solidly flashing. That's off. Still got the engine management light and traction control, ABS, etc., and the steering light off. I've been told that they should come off when it goes around the block, so I'm not too worried about them. But it's running quite smooth. Yeah, it's running all right. It's running nice. What I'm going to do is disconnect the battery booster and then leave it to run for a little while. See how we go. But as you can see, it's a lot less shaking now. She sounds a lot better. So yeah, it sounds like that's fixed it. Just a little bit of movement there for the engine, but nothing to worry about, I don't think. She sounds awesome. Oh, I'm trussing the nuts with that. So yes, the Golf is no longer, it's gone. I just put a brand new MOT on it. It sailed through that MOT. It was a solid car. The missus drove it for a few weeks just to see if the engine was all good and everything was running right, and it was, again, spot on, absolutely spot on. So what happened? Well, we sold it. We sold the car. The car's gone. A lady came round, she saw the disco for sale. She's like, oh, yeah, I'm interested in the disco. Oh, is a Golf for sale also? It will be for sale, but in a few days. Well, anyway, she couldn't wait for that. She wanted the car there and then. They offered 2,200 quid for the car. My head, to be fair, was in another car, in another project. I was just like, you know what? Yeah, take it. 2,200 quid, shook the hand, thank you very much. So I do apologise that the video is not going to be finished. I wanted to like just zoom around it after the finished product. I even probably would have wanted to take you along to actually sell the car. That probably would have been a bit difficult because people don't always like to be on camera. But anyway, that is a finished project. This is what we've made, so this is what we've got to spend on another car. I have got the perfect car for replacement. So check out the next video. The video coming next will be about my daily car. Because I sold the disc car, I've now brought another car. Hint, 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 spoiler, spoiler, going to be an Armstrongy vibe. I brought a car that I want to use for a daily, just needs a little bit of work. So hang around for that video. That should be coming up next. The video after that would be the new car I have purchased with the money from the Golf. And hopefully we'll have a little bit of money left over because that's obviously the point of the game. And then with that one, well, I don't know because I've not even looked at it. But yeah, stick around for that. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. I appreciate you watching. Look after yourselves and stay tuned.
Oops.